We're live on.
Yeah, we're live on Hangouts on Air on YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
Hello.
And I just realized my camera's black, so no one can see me. Yay! Here I am.
You are invisible.
Here I am.
Oh, and I'm set up with a weird resolution. What is that all about? Huh.
Junior.
A weird revolution.
600.
You've reached my
Mine
webcam
was almost
resolution.
640 by 480. Nice. Let's change
Wow.
that. Oh, it
Whoa,
looked on
nice
black.
Whoa.
Cool.
Nothing against being black.
Shadow
Broadcasting
bloodline.
from the depths of hell.
No, I'm just impressed that you're
Oh.
able to go from black to pasty white like that. That's impressive.
Bam.
I just like how his walls are suddenly pink. Or have they always been pink?
They are
I was trying to fix the coloring because I know what color the shirt should look like, and it did not look red.
So wait, you've been fighting with this thing because of your fucking shirt?
No,
Yes.
just 'cause I was, yes, actually, yes. All because
Yes.
of my shirt.
No,
Yes.
I mean,
Wait, and Dale's the gay one?
Actually,
Well played. Dang it. Crap.
damn it, my hat. Where's my hat?
live, everybody, live.
Where's my hat?
Lord.
All right.
What?
Kung Fu fight.
No, they weren't.
CJ, play his random soundboard clip.
What?
This is pink. That
Yes.
is red.
His
I do
shirt is red,
colors.
but his wall is like salmon. So
It is
Oh.
kind of salmon-y.
Like salmon.
Yeah, no, they're actually supposed to be like a tan, so I don't know what's going on.
Welcome to Color IO.
Actually, that's not quite a salmon. A salmon
I
is
don't
a little
know. I don't
orange.
know
Oh,
the colors. I was
boy,
trying to think
artist
of
person.
of a weird a pink color. I don't know all my shades.
It's pinkish.
That
The one
is
with
pink.
Whitish red.
the A in color theory, I have to do it. It's my job.
It's okay.
All right, I need to shut this
Somebody
door.
needs
Wait,
to.
how can you have theories of colors?
It's about setting up color and how it can shift depending on what it's near and what's close to
That's
what and
not
how
a
you define
theory of
different
color.
kinds of color and what you can use it for as far as psychological input and color
That's-
coordination and what's
that's
pleasing to
still
humans and what
theory.
isn't.
It's still theory
It's
because
not
we don't
red.
actually. There's no way for me to tell you what I'm seeing. What I say is red actually could be green for you, and there's no way to actually tell that.
Yep.
You just can't. Like there is
How
no.
about,
And then,
how
of
about
course, things
thistle?
like how pink isn't actually
it's
a
a
color.
nice thistle.
Pink is a color. God
No,
damn
it's
it.
not.
Pink
It's
is
not
an
a-
Pink
artificial
is
color.
your-
It's not a natural color.
Well,
Because the rainbow cannot
Okay.
loop back around between the
No,
Cotton
red
candy?
and violet.
Carnation?
no, here's the thing. Pink isn't a
Right.
color because there's
I just
actually...
realized I named my show intro soundboard Showm Intros.
Show me the intro.
Did you do that while you're
You're
drunk?
supposed to
CJ?
be
Drunk while making.
Can I finish my thought?
Even your typing is
No!
blurring.
well, he did fall asleep at a party, so
What?
Initiate updates.
Whoa,
Wow,
who
are we
did that?
starting?
Wasn't me.
well, I
It wasn't me.
Let's get a heads up first. Next time.
yeah, no.
Mobile will be with simulcast of this show available on Alpha Geek
I'm
Radio.
starting. Okay.
Using your mobile device web browser, go to mobile.alphageekradio.com to tune in now.
It wasn't me.
Hold on,
Yeah.
I got this.
Yeah.
Initiate update sequence. Oh damn it! I was doing the intro.
That wasn't. That,
It's a Disney one.
no, welcome to Disney Geek IO.
I was about to say, is this Disney Geek IO? Am I on the wrong show?
Your trip around the
Been a
house
month,
of
I'm a little
mouse.
I am too. So everybody go to bed. Have a good night.
Sweet.
Yep.
Night.
And we're done.
And we're done.
How to dismantle a show. Threatened with Disney.
CJ started the wrong show.
Well,
Everybody good
Disney
night.
is quite Sue happy,
Well,
so...
I'll never threaten with Disney. Disney has all the
Ooh.
power.
See,
No,
there's
no. Well,
a
that's
good
the reason
April
why I
Fool's
stay on the
joke.
good side of Disney. Why I can keep hosting a show that plays music
They have all the power and all the lawyers and all the money.
and the Force.
And the world.
They do have the Force. This is
They
true.
do.
Hey,
It is strong
well
with
played.
the-
I see what you did there.
All right, let's go ahead and do this.
All right.
Let's
I was
do
trying to-
this. I'm...
All right, everybody. Hey, that's not supposed to be. That's not the right one. All right. And in 3,
What the hell was that noise?
3. What the heck? 3. Hey, CJ, you still say pre-show. 3, 2, 1. I'm on the wrong soundboard. Yay!
Wrong soundboard.
There we go.
Mobile low bandwidth simulcast of this show available on Alpha Geek Radio. Using your mobile device web browser, go to mobile.alphageekradio.com to tune in now.
Hi, this is Skyhawk from the album Skyhawk Shatter that's out on iTunes and Amazon right now. And you're listening to Geek I.O., where you put the geek in and geek out.
Hey you. If you're listening to this and don't want to hear expletives, you probably shouldn't listen to it. It's gonna get interesting.
Mobile audio stream enabled at mobile.alphageekradio.com. Chat room enabled at geek-io.com/live. Geek.io initialized.
We're geeking out across the globe, so tuck in and hold on to your butts. It's time for the Geek I.O. show.
Geek.io, put geek in and geek out.
And it helps if I'm on the correct sliding bar of my mixer. It's Thursday! So it's time for another Geek I.O. show! This is number 65, recorded Thursday, the 5th of June, 2014. I am your host, CJ Boats.
I'm Alexander Schultz.
I'm back. I'm Pink. And I'm Jared Azevedo.
I'm Jared Budlong.
That music is way too loud to try and talk over. I'm Dale Campbell.
It is the epic soundtrack to your epic life, Dale. Embrace it.
It shouldn't be that loud.
It's really loud.
Why did it
Dad is
sound?
trying to talk and it goes, doo, 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 doo.
He was just really excited that I'm back, that's all.
There you
It sounds great on the recording end. That's all I gotta say.
go. Alright.
YouTube, sorry. Go listen to us live or
sounds
the
great
actual
in
podcast.
post.
It's
It
good.
sounds great in post. Don't worry about it.
Right.
We'll fix it in post.
And there's Blaze. Blaze is in the chat. Hi, Blaze!
Oh yeah, the chat I don't go into.
I usually
Yeah,
hang out with
doesn't
Blaze
ever
in the
join
chat
it.
when I'm awake.
Okay, apparently,
Sure.
off topic already. We're not having a guest. It's just us because Jazz is back and he has magical nipples. And,
Yes.
and
French
Apparently.
microphones. And French microphones.
And French
Ew.
microphones.
Ew.
Nobody wants a French microphone, especially not
Nobody
me.
wants a French microphone.
Everyone wants French microphones.
You definitely don't want two French microphones.
No.
Even if you have two turntables.
No, but
A regular microphone, yes, and that's okay.
Oh man.
I don't even want to know what French turntables are.
Here's a stealth update. Apparently, Marvel Heroes, the Diablo clone for Marvel that they put out that's free to play, decided to update to Marvel Heroes 2015. It's not 2015 yet, Marvel. The hell's wrong with you?
It is in the Marvel universe. You know that? I thought you would know that. You're the comic guy.
What it is or what's going on about it, but yeah, it apparently had an update and it had a brand new name, and yet all of my friends list are currently playing it, so it must be something big. I'm logging out of Steam now.
Because
Come
CJ
back.
is easily distracted.
Come back to us. Come back to us.
So should we just jump ahead?
Maybe you
Sure,
should just
why
put
not?
button the button.
Yeah.
And in a 3-1.
Mobile low bandwidth
Gadgets, games, and gizmos.
Simmer down, Todd. You already had your turn.
That was not me for reference.
mobile low bandwidth
Damn it!
Again.
No wise. Settle it.
Settle
Are we
down.
streaming on Alpha Geek? Did we do that this time?
Yes.
We
Yeah,
get
last
it.
time
We
Damn
get
it, you ruined my joke!
Todd's always
We
jumping
get-
in the chat to tell you that it's silent or whatever.
Yes.
Yeah. Hey, you guys aren't working. Bye.
Yeah. Can you text me, hey, doofus?
You didn't push the button? Did you forget to
So
push
this
the
is
button?
Gadget
You probably
Gaming
forgot to push the button.
where we talk about the gadgets, games, and gizmos.
Gadgets, gazing, gizmos.
Gizmos.
Yeah.
Gadgets, games, and gizmos that we're
Gizmos.
playing
Say it
with.
5 times fast.
It.
There you go.
So, wait. Oh, I don't have my fail alarm on here. So,
Oh, God.
for what?
Budlong didn't put anything in the notes.
No! Oh, no! Jared will have to go first.
Oh, that's actually my subversive way of
No!
getting not to be last.
Ah, I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah, Rachel's not here. She's sick.
No.
Speaking of sick, my Josiah was sick and stayed home from school with me today. So
Aw.
that's what I did today. The rest of the week, I have been doing absolutely nothing.
Okay.
Not even
Just
painting
that's
the
nice.
walls pink. I'm pretty sure you did.
Yes, sorry, I painted the walls pink. You're right. My bad. I should have mentioned that. Salmon. Sorry, you're right, salmon. I keep forgetting. My bad.
You keep forgetting
It was
what
on the
color
paint,
you
the
painted
can
the
of paint,
walls.
but I forgot what color it was, even though the can is obviously in this room somewhere.
And there was a new How It Stacks posted.
Yes. So actually,
With
that
the
was
bad
that
How It Stacks.
was okay. So little
See
behind
how
the
I'm
scenes.
feeding Budlong cues here?
Yeah.
stuff
No,
to
a
talk
little
about?
behind the scenes. We normally record those like a week in advance, so I have plenty of time to edit and grab stuff and make sure that we can put it up on time. And we actually recorded it like Sunday and then put it up.
Don't put this on me, boy.
yesterday. What? No. I
Don't
was
put
saying
this
I
on
forgot
me.
I did it this week because I normally record it a week in advance. So I normally have already talked about what we recorded, but we have not. So if you're a fan of comics or you like to hear people talk about comics,
Badly.
got it. The newest episode of How It Stacks is on the death of Superman and Batman Nightfall from the 90s. So nice. Thank you, Dale.
Keep talking.
I appreciate that. Anywho,
Dale, you're fine.
that would be geek-io.com/howitstacks/25.
Also, I cannot be fired because CJ loves me too much. Anyway, carry on.
I fired my wife before.
I'll just give you-
haven't you
I'll
been
just give you-
fired numerous times?
It's a completely different relationship. So
If you fire me, I'll give you a French microphone. All right, that's on record.
All right, you know what? I'll take that gamble.
Considering I'm the only one stripping myself.
Whoa.
Apparently, according to CJ, yeah.
awkward chat.
Dale, if you make it all the way to America, CJ
I will
may
let you-
actually let you give him a French microphone.
Yes,
If you just actually make it all the way over here. He'll be so impressed.
To get us back on track, I will pass it on to Alexandra.
He'll stick you in the trunk and take you to Dragon Con.
That was the only thing
Or
you had to say was that, that there was a new podcast. Nothing
Yes,
else
pretty much.
happened this week?
No, my son got sick. I stayed home today, and I put out a podcast. I don't think there's been anything else going on. I've had a really
I hope
boring
he feels better.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, let's see. I just got done actually at my friend's house playing the new Mario Kart game, and it's a lot of fun. Actually, the
Upstairs.
playback feature is absurdly fun, where you can slow it down or speed it up and pick who you want to follow through the race. So if something really crazy happens, and it does all the time, you can go back and look for it. Like if you whirl around a corner and explode and fly off in the distance, you're like, who on earth did that to me? You can go back and watch it and speed it up and slow it down, or like pause it and be like, oh, it was that guy. How did he make that shot, or whatever.
Shy Guy's a douchebag.
My friend actually was playing a Shy Guy.
Look,
But,
stop picking on previous guests. We want to have them.
But yeah, in other video game news on that topic, I don't know if anybody saw it. I know the internet's been buzzing with the Luigi death stare because he has one really intense look he gives people.
Yes.
Actually, a side note,
Fantastic.
if you are watching the playback and you play it slowly so you can see all the animation, Mario and Luigi's mustaches flutter in the breeze. But,
Nice.
they do. But apparently Fox News decided that because the internet was freaking out that they should look into it and
Hold on,
and
I'm
posted
saving,
a
I'm getting one. Hold on. I'll have
posted a
a
little
look in just a second.
news story about it. And apparently they looked at it, and they looked at his face, and they looked at this one clip of him driving by Wario crashing into a wall, and they concluded in their report that it was terrible and how violent for the children, and do you not see the menacing look upon his face? And I'm like, oh my god, really?
It is really,
All
really
the things to get
ridiculous.
over. Yeah. Although, and to segue that into another one, I'm like lining these up to segue properly. There was another.
Luigi death stare.
Yes.
Nice.
There was
oh,
another.
that's perfect.
That's actually the
Yeah.
exact video. I recognized the angle. That's the exact video that they had playing repeatedly as they were talking about how can they have such a Luigi's no longer a nice person. I'm like, that's no different
was
than anyone
Luigi
else's
ever
intent.
nice
When
person?
being locked up in a mansion for hours upon hours with
Yeah.
no retreat,
Ghosts,
no
Constantly
escape,
being
vacuum cleaner.
compared to your
Ghosting
brother and called
people.
inferior, of course you'd be mad. But yeah. But to segue it again, there was another news story, and I don't remember what network it was on, but somebody found a strangely
Wake up, Dale.
named NPC
Terrible whack.
in in Watch Dogs. And for people who don't know, what happens in Watch Dogs is they randomly generate people. So they'll randomly generate a name, first and last get interchanged from the giant pool that they've got. They slap it on a sprite, they give it, a job, how much money they make, a fun little fact about them and their age. Somebody took a picture, and I don't know if they shopped it or if it's a one-time thing because it hasn't popped up anywhere else, and they posted it on a joke site, and some news program saw it and freaked out. There was an NPC with a name that is similar if you force it to, and of course now I'm blanking on that poor kid's name about that one shooting in Florida with
Trayvon
Kitty Wet
Martin.
Skittle. Yeah, Trevor Martin. His name is vaguely similar if you force some letters into other letters and flip the front and back name. But because the sprite had a hoodie on, and fun fact, everyone in this game is wearing a hoodie.
Everybody.
Everyone. Neon orange hoodie. The
Except
sprite's
for me,
African American.
who was an
His
awesome
name is vaguely similar. And that's the only thing it had in common. The age isn't right, the career isn't right, the amount of money that he possesses isn't anywhere near what a kid. So, of
But
course,
doesn't
they
he have a
saw
couple
it
purple
on a
drinks?
joke site. They didn't source it, and they made a big deal out of it. And I can't remember what station it was, or I'd say, avoid them, because clearly
We'll
they
blame it
don't
on
check
Fox
into
News
their
again.
stuff. It might be Fox News for all I
It
know.
probably is,
It
honestly.
probably is.
Nice.
But that was the fun overreacting that was this week with video games and the news. So yay!
Well, this is America, and we are really, really good at overreacting.
Get it right, bitch.
Whoa.
That's right. See,
My own video game adventures were also
Catwoman.
fun because I've been playing Skyrim, as everybody
Yay,
knows. And apparently they're
Skyrim update.
entertained by my tales, so I'll share another one. I didn't get to play it all week because I had that one project, which thank God is over. Sort of. He keeps
Is
calling
this that
me,
same
but
project?
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
the Insane Illustrator project.
He's
But
invited
Yeah.
her into his car with
Yeah.
candy and promises of money.
The
yeah,
donut shop.
his windowless van.
it wasn't a Windows fan.
And the Allen's
Got a
party mix.
right here for you.
The Allen's
His
party mix.
basement.
Yep.
So I
His
didn't get
creepy
to.
apartment with nothing but a mattress on the floor.
Yeah, I didn't get
Dirty
to
mattress.
see
Dirty
more
mattress.
until this afternoon, and
Yeah.
it was like the game knew. It's like it knew I hadn't been there, because I turn it on, I load the game, I drop all my stuff out from my house because the last thing I was doing, I pop back where I'm supposed to be, I walk 2 feet, I hear a dragon roar. I'm like, oh good, I get to start off by hunting a dragon. The dragon flies by me and then dives dramatically down the hill. And I'm like, oh, it found something to hunt. It's usually a giant for some reason. I have not encountered the dragon fighting another dragon yet, but apparently that can happen too.
Ooh.
I turn the corner and I see a troll come running off the side and attacking this dragon. I'm like, oh, it found a troll. Okay, that'll distract it for a minute. And then another troll comes running around the corner. And then a pack of wolves comes around the corner. And the dragon's just standing there. And it has this sprite reaction where anytime something attacks it, it will turn and look. But because there's so many, it's happening so quickly that it's like dropping frames. So it's like looking and then it's turned to look at something else. And then it murders them all as I'm just sniping it from a distance because I guess it doesn't care. And it takes off, and I'm like, oh, it's going to fight me now. It goes to attack some goats.
Poor goats.
I also figured out about the driving. I'm sorry, diving. The diving
Oh,
dragon.
I was saying, what?
Skyrim
cart.
Skyrim drag racing. I figured out what that was.
Arr.
Apparently, that only happens for quest dragons, meaning ones you get bounties for, the ones that are tied to a location. Apparently, if you have one of those and you yourself don't move a lot, they will try to dive you. And what they will do is they will come in low and they will just go, their sprite just completely disappears into the ground, and then this giant ream of dirt goes, and if you're in the way, it will smash into you. And the dragon doesn't stop until it collides with the wall it was perched on. Like, when you go up on the hill, there's this big this wall that has a word of power on it that you can grab at the end like it's your prize, going out of your way to find this dragon. But it will smash into that and then pop out of the ground and look around like, did I get you? But that's only the second time I've seen it, and since it hasn't happened in the wild, I think that's what it is. But it's a fascinating thing to watch because I wasn't expecting it the first time. And when I saw it again, this time from a good angle, I'm like, that actually looks really like intimidating for it to just come in on this really low strafing run. I'm like, uh-oh. But I got pictures of it finally. I might post them somewhere. And that was my video game.
Maybe
adventure.
geek-io.com.
Yeah, I should
Oh.
Oh, what?
What? Make a post and put it on the
There's,
site?
What is this madness?
Madness.
There's
Who do you think
actually
you are, me?
one more neat thing I wanted to share that was, besides the screaming child downstairs. I wish I could shut him up. I'm sorry. That's not what I wanted to share.
Yes, that is exactly what you wanted to share.
I still think that's great when we just get random yells.
Yeah, when
from
there's a
the corner of the
random
room or
buzzing.
corner of the
Yeah,
house.
that is probably my favorite part of you being on here, is just random yelling.
You know, since I tell him every time and he doesn't listen to me, if you want to, his punishment can just be that you can just rip any of those screens and use them on any show. I'm giving you permission.
Exactly.
Grab them and add them to the soundboard.
I want to grab that one that just happened. That was amazing.
We might grab
See, somebody
that
will laugh
and
at
use
my
it.
jokes.
We might grab that and use it on future shows.
Me mimicking him, yeah. But I had one more neat thing I wanted to share that I got, that I reminded of from the opening of the show before we were on the air, and
That's
that
called
is
a
what
pre-show
yeah, shish, and that's what the color pink is, and people will go like, what about pink? Yeah.
What's the what? What the color of my
Yeah, the color
highlighter
of your
pen
pen.
here?
I'm gonna explain
Yeah.
the color of your pen.
Okay.
'Cause
Do you want me to keep holding it up?
You don't have to, but you can.
Okay, there we
It's a
go.
nice example.
Hang on,
for
I can do
everyone
this.
to see. A visual aid.
A visual aid of the pen. But yeah,
Whoa, where's
pink
Dale going?
is not a color. And you may say, but I can see this pink. Yes, but you're not actually seeing pink. You're actually hallucinating a new color because your brain can't put together what it's looking at. The way that we view color is how much pigment is in something. If there's a little bit of pigment, it's very faint. If there's a lot of pigment, it's very saturated and very dark. When you're looking at something that's pink, the reason it looks pink is because the red, and in this case with this one, a little bit of purple, are spaced so far apart, there's so little of it, your brain actually can't make it be red. So it's actually hallucinating a new color to make up for it. And that's why pink is not a color, because it's not. It's your brain trying to make the world work, and so it's come up with something new to replace it.
Huh.
But if you go looking for a
Whoa.
purely pink pigment in nature or science, you will not find it.
Huh.
It doesn't exist.
Okay.
Huh. Are
And
there
that's
any
what I
other
mean.
colors like that, or only pink?
I think it's just pink. I haven't heard of another one, but I'm pretty sure it is just the pink. Because it's so close to where the two ends of the spectrum touch that your brain just can't make sense. And because your brain's like, well, I can't see ultraviolet, pink.
I've heard that,
Or
and
infrared.
I actually made that comment during the pre-show of, basically, I mean, for the human eye, the rainbow is pretty much a spectrum of that, varying shades of each of those colors, but pretty much the rainbow is there. And since there is no actual connection between red and violet, which would create the pink, it's truly a artificial color in your own head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So-
so if you ever
and
want
so-
to say, hey, I'm hallucinating, look at something pink.
So what you're saying is that Budlong's walls don't really exist.
No, they don't.
Not exist.
You're hallucinating.
Yes.
Those walls.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Now I
Okay.
want people
Go
to
to
walk by
Colorado
pink
and some
flowers, point
brownies.
at them, and scream, "You're not real! You're a lie!"
Wait. So if pink represents women, does that mean women are real?
Hey,
Oh my
wait.
goodness.
If I go to a
Perhaps it could
store,
be how our feminine wiles cause men to hallucinate.
if I go to a
all
store
makes
and
sense now.
steal a pink shirt, can they really prosecute me?
Well, you could argue that you did not steal a shirt that actually had color.
Ah.
Oh,
Ah.
but you're not prosecuting me for taking a shirt with no color.
I didn't steal a pink shirt because
Right.
pink doesn't exist.
I took a shirt, yeah, but not really pink.
I think I'm going to get off by a technicality. You claimed it was a
Yes.
pink shirt. That's not me. By the way, I'm going to Mexico. Good
Check
luck.
and
Going
mate.
to Mexico with my...
Yes. But yeah, that was all I had to share. I just thought it was a neat little fact.
That was not legal advice. Don't try to pull that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't.
No.
We
Try
are
to
not
pull
lawyers.
that right from
Wait,
the
somebody
show.
get IS.
How it goes.
See if it'll work.
Yes.
Yeah, just give it a try and let us know how it
Just
Yeah,
clear
feedback
it.
at geek-io.com.
Feedback at geek-io.com. There we go.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, so I guess I get to pick who goes next, and I'm gonna pick the father of the new baby. Jared, tell us about
What?
what you have been doing since
But
you have not
Bubba
been
went
here.
first. I can't go next. I have to go
Yeah.
last. I'm the other chair. Don't you know the rules?
The world will end.
Oh man. Okay,
There's a
so
buffer between you two of another person who isn't named Jared. It's okay. You're not
It's
telling
okay,
me
I'll too.
Last, don't you know this by now, woman?
yeah.
One of us has to go last, or the world collapses.
It's the baby
Fine.
clause. It's the
Fine.
baby
If
clause.
we must
Because
have-
Okay, the baby claw's fine.
the baby clause
If we must have
comes
a
into
Jared
effect.
sandwich, then I will pick Dale to go next.
Oh.
Whoa. You had me
Hey.
a Jared sandwich.
Hey now, simmer down.
Alabama
I'm
connection?
I'm okay with
question
this.
mark?
Dragon Con's coming up.
Oh.
by the way.
Oh, new kind of Alabama connection.
Whoa.
Oh man.
I don't
Hey,
know.
hey, I can do that. Hold on, I got that. Where'd it
After
go?
that.
It's not an
Low
actual Alabama
bandwidth.
connection.
No.
Damn it! There it is.
Alabama connection. Alabama connection.
Also, you have to
right, bitch.
And damn it, you ruined my joke. Did it?
So Dale, what have you been?
Oh, so I am going, or is Jared going?
I have no idea.
I gave you options, and you didn't like either. Pick one.
I'll let
I
Jared.
guess we have to
go.
fight to the death.
I'll let the baby clause kick in here.
Alright. Yes, so there was a baby. That's been pretty much consuming all of my life. Because when I'm not doing that, I'm either at work or sleeping when I get the chance. But I have managed to squeeze in a few movies and TV shows, but there are several of them, so I didn't know if I wanted to talk about all of them or maybe spread them out. I think I might let CJ pick a couple for me to talk about.
I really want to talk to you about Shield's finale.
Okay,
Um,
we can talk about that.
We've talked about Skyfall. We talked about Fargo. God damn it.
Flago.
Nobody
Nobody just talked
cares
about Fargo in the chat.
Equals 2. I hate Bob's Burgers. Can discuss your foray into My Little Pony as a father of a daughter. True Detective scares me. So yes, My
Scares
Little
you?
Pony and Shield.
True Detective scares you. Why does True Detective scare you?
Because it's all Cthulhu-y and junk.
A little bit.
Cthulhu.
I've only watched the first 2 episodes, so I don't know.
I need to start
Only thing I
watching
want
the
to say
show.
about True Detective is who knew that like 5-10 years ago that the greatest actors would be Bryan Cranston, Woody Harrelson, and Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
know, right?
Holy crap. Woody Harrelson and Matthew McConaughey are amazing in True Detective. But anyway. So yes, My Little Pony. My mother-in-law let Bella watch My Little Pony.
Oh no.
And
How'd that
now,
go?
every night, we
Do I know
watch
it?
My Little Pony. And
Feel my pain. As a
that-
video.
that show's okay. It's
I know,
not that
right?
bad. I want to hate it, but I don't.
It's really not a bad show.
It's not. I chuckle every now and then. It's cute. It's a little over the top girly sometimes, but
It's definitely much better than the original one.
I mean, I'm not saying I love it. I'm definitely no brony, but it's a good show. It's good. I don't mind my
Pinkie
daughter
Pie is
watching
best
it.
pony.
I don't know about
Or
that.
Twilight Sparkle.
I'm kind of a Fluttershy fan, but that's fine. The fact that I know their names is a little scary.
Yeah, you can. All
But
right.
it's fine. They have easy
You
to
know.
remember names for a reason, so that you'll buy the toy.
Exactly.
what's
Merchandising.
important
Have your
is
daughter
Bella
pull
hasn't
on your
learned their
shirt
names
until you
yet.
get her a damn Twilight Sparkle pair.
Marketing 101.
Well, the only name she knows so far is Pinky. And not Pinkie Pie, just Pinky.
God, I can't.
But Pinky doesn't exist. Didn't we already discuss that?
Oh my
Pinkie Pie's not real.
You're right.
She's a collective
Pinkie Pie
hallucination of all
doesn't
the other ponies.
exist.
Oh, you kids.
She is the sign of madness. The show probably just got a lot better from that idea alone, actually.
Yeah, I know, right?
Pinky is
Pinkie
actually
Pie is the
collective
harbinger of
hallucination
madness.
Ponyville. Is really Lovecraftian creature.
It's just pie. Take Pinky out of it, it's just pie.
I should stop. I should probably stop trying to apply for Twitch jobs while I'm recording a
You
podcast.
really should.
Yes,
Just stop.
I
I'm
never.
gonna stop you right there. Yeah.
I know,
Fine. It's
I
fine.
know you're desperate,
Do
but
what you gotta do.
yeah.
You want to work for Twitch? Where are they located anyway? I don't even know.
San Francisco.
Okay, California. No thanks. No thanks.
Really?
Hi.
No.
I love California.
Not even for Twitch.
But you get to leave
Yeah.
Alabama.
What about Blizzard?
Okay, maybe Blizzard. But not for Twitch. Blizzard, okay.
That makes sense.
I really
That's
just want to go to New York and work for Spotify. I think that would be fun.
Yes, yes.
So yeah, My Little Pony. It's a good show. I'm gonna say it right now. It's a good show. It's okay. My daughter loves it, and I watch it with her because it's our
That's what dads do.
father-daughter
Because you're a good
bonding time, and it's not
Yeah.
terrible.
Yes.
I don't
It-
have
it
I
is
don't have
not
any
the
children,
same-
therefore I have.
It's not
Zero
the same Disney movie 37 times.
No.
That's true. That's true. I
not-
haven't
I
gotten
understand.
too sick of Frozen yet, but she doesn't watch it as much as she was. And then
That's because you
Shield. Shield.
Shield.
Oh, Shield.
The most
Man.
improved show
Ever.
of the year, in my opinion.
I think ever.
Well, no, it
Unless
was
you're
bad.
counting like,
Like, there's
between
no ifs,
Buffy
ands, or buts.
season 1 and season 2, I don't know.
Mm.
Even that, it was kind of a slow improving.
Well, I'm gonna say of the
process.
year, not of ever. Close to ever.
I don't know, man. Because
And the
they
same
had started
season.
off. But I always knew it had potential if they just did it right, and they finally did it right.
Yes.
And
That last fight scene between X, Y, and spoiler.
X, Y, and spoiler.
That fight scene was the most Whedon fight scene I have seen outside of maybe like Buffy season 3.
all right, wait. I'm trying to figure out which one you're talking about.
The last one. The last fight. With Coulson and Bad
Hey,
Dude, what name I
hey.
can't remember, and spoiler.
And spoiler.
So Garrett and
Yeah, Garrett.
and
And,
Super
spoiler.
Cameo
And
Yeah.
spoiler.
and Super Cameo.
Yes.
Okay, that fight.
Yeah, that one. Like the action, the pacing, the dialogue in that was just fantastic.
Yes. It's just bing, bang, bang, quick popping dialogue, whip out this giant gun that's a reference to the Avengers, and let's go.
Yeah.
Here's my big Avengers reference. Woohoo! Boom, 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 boom. Shoot
Got
stuff.
one out.
So I have 22.
I
I have
was-
22 episodes to get through. So that'll be fun.
No, you have the first one, and then episode 7.
7 or
You
8, I
have-
forget.
I will
7 or
watch
8.
it all. I will
Oh
watch it
God,
all.
dude.
It's okay.
Orange
There
is the
are
new
some-
black
there are
starting
some
tomorrow.
throwbacks, like
Yeah, I know. After the
Gravitonium.
Orange is the New Black that is coming out in about 4 hours.
I think the Gravitonium was episode 3, so there's that, and then the
Yeah, they-
crazy
they
space
call that
gun,
in the finale.
the
which-
crazy alien gun was episode 2. So, you know, and then they brought that back in the little stinger at the end, which was so Whedon it hurt. It was amazing
Yes.
when he like gets up out of there and he's
Found
like,
it, guys.
I found it. It's amazing. And then the other fight scene between X and Y and the random construction site that came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Which I love that. They're like fighting in this office building. All of a sudden they crash through a wall and they're in a construction site.
What's it? A pop-up construction site.
Oh, I was
Here a minute
I don't know how they got there, but the choreography they did around all the objects in that
Yes.
room was one of the most amazing things I have ever seen.
Mulan is one of the greatest female martial artists I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, and whipping out like a radial saw and throwing it at people, nailing people's feet to the floor. It was just, gosh, it was amazing.
I hope everybody near Seattle Pacific University is okay.
What?
Beep, 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 beep. There was apparently a shooting
There was
at
a
Seattle
shooting
Pacific
earlier.
University.
Oh,
I hope everybody out there is okay. I don't know what's going on with that.
no.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Wow, that sucks.
One killed student tackles gunman. Good for you, student.
Hmm.
People. Stop being crazy and shooting other people.
Yes.
Please.
Agreed.
Not do that.
Let's just not do
Sorry.
that. Come on.
Sorry. I just saw
So
an email
anyway,
pop up and I'm like, hey, wait, what's this? Oh.
Yeah, oh no. Yeah, that's not
So,
nothing you want to see, right? Yeah, ever.
No.
their shield is amazing. Everyone watch the second half of that season because it's amazing.
Yep.
The first half, oh.
It's
like,
it's
if you
next
want-
on my list. It's
if you
next
want
on
all
my list.
of the backstory and whatnot, watch all of it. But otherwise, you can watch the pilot, skip to like episode 8. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'd given up on it, and Daryl, almost the Dr. Shaler, claims that it was him, and not the person I talk to weekly, claiming that it's one of the it has so much potential and blah 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 blah. It's totally
Nice.
Daryl and not Azevedo that finally convinced me. To
Maybe
go
it was
watch
just
that
a
damn
team
show.
effort. Maybe it was a team
I
effort.
think
Team
I
effort.
honestly think it was you guys pounding about like the Whedonness of it, and me actually watching a bunch of Whedon stuff. I'm like, fine, shut
Oh,
up.
gosh.
And now I'm like, oh my god.
Now it's so Whedon-esque. I'm making up a word right now. Whedon-esque.
Whedon-esque.
Whedon.
Make
No,
that
I'm
show
pretty
title.
sure that's a descriptive term that's been used in pop culture a lot.
Probably.
So
There you go.
But the finale was just, it just nailed it. It was so great.
yes.
So, and aside from the other things briefly mentioned, I've been playing with jQuery Mobile when I have the time to, just because, I don't know. For some reason, I get on random intrigue programming things, and that was my little project that I work on in 15-minute spurts when I have a break, which isn't very often. So I haven't gotten a whole lot done, but hey, it's pretty cool. It's shiny, and it has lots of nifty transition animations.
Yay.
And it's all nicely
That
formatted.
explains mine's and Dale's relationship.
Yeah, there you go.
It's a very well formatted relationship.
Yes.
Can you have 26
Yes.
different color swatches?
Yes, but
As long
not
as it's
pink.
not pink.
Okay, gotcha. But speaking of pink, what have you been up to, Dale?
Oh, hi! I haven't been up to much at all, so there you go. I'm much like Budlong, but yeah, I haven't put out a podcast. Anyway, Spider Update, 2014 Spider Update.
Gung gung.
Beep, 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 beep. It is no longer there.
Woo!
Hey, wait,
It's under your bed now?
house.
I want to make a note that it looks like it's dark for Dale right now, so I posit that he actually moved his house. He flicked the spider and had somebody pick his house up and moved it to another part of the world. He's like, nope, I'm not dealing with that anymore.
Put it underground.
That.
Or underground. That's probably a little more plausible than flying a house around the world. But
Aw.
Why make that a movie? Sounds like a good
I don't even care.
Yeah,
That was a movie. It was up.
get a bunch of balloons and tie them to your chimney.
And then make everyone cry within the first 10 minutes of my movie. Yep, got it.
Yes.
Yep.
It's
thing.
the death of your hat.
No,
Still
it's
my-
funny. It's the death of
Still
my
my favorite animated movie of all time, but carry on.
What? Up or the death of my hat?
Both.
Yeah.
Blaze says it's probably in your house
Yes.
now.
It's not in my house. So funny story. I was doing a bit of cooking.
Under
like
your
I
pillow.
want to do.
Cook it?
I didn't cook it. No. So I have view to that window. So I was kind of waiting for things to do whatever they do, baking or what have you. I was watching it, and then it was spinning a part of the web. It didn't have a grip properly on the web, so it kind of fell off.
Wait,
Go home, Spider. You're drunk.
the giant 16-inch arm span spider
Yep.
was like,
Yep.
dirk, and
Yep.
fell?
Yep.
Okay.
And it's just like, fuck this, I'm out.
Peace.
Please.
Okay. So he did go home.
He did go home.
I'm drunk. I'm going home.
But we still have the web there because that is something to behold.
Yeah.
Take lots of pictures of
Yeah,
it.
like-
So have you
Unless,
like
unless you're a
okay.
spider.
jumped into it to see if it will hold your weight?
Oh, it probably would.
You should. It sounds like
Oh,
fun.
right. It probably I might use it as a trampoline or something. But no, schoolwork is just hammering me at the moment. I don't know what that's about, but anyway. Week 14 of 17 at the moment, so almost done for the
Yay!
semester.
Finals week in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, next week. Next week's finals.
Yay!
Yeah. Not looking forward to it, but
Newsflash: Dale's not going to be on next week, folks.
nah. Yeah, newsflash. Newsflash. Yeah. So, actually, I'll leave that next thing till last. Orange is the New Black, as mentioned before. Way looking forward to the new season coming out in a couple of hours.
3 hours and 56 minutes.
It's getting fantastic reviews, by the way.
Yes.
It's getting praised, even by audiences, not only by critics. So it's. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm so looking forward to that show. You guys should watch it.
Yes.
Seriously, it's really
Still
fantastic.
haven't watched the first season.
Critics give it 95. This is on the Rotten Tomatoes. It's 95% critics, 96 by audience. So it's on the Rotten Tomatoes. And I should learn to refrain things for what I say on social media, and that's all I'm going to say there. I don't know if I should.
But that'll be off air.
Yeah,
if you got in trouble
CJ
for
knows.
saying something
I got in
on.
trouble for saying something, so I was going to say it again, just to be sure.
I think
Dale,
CJ's
coming
aware
from somebody who's gotten in trouble for doing that, don't do it.
of. Yeah.
We'll talk.
It
We'll
was
talk
a-
after. We'll talk after the show.
It was an in-joke. It's not by. It's. I'll say this. It's not by who you think it is. You're still showing CJ. Budlong
What?
saying Budlong saying your Luigi is showing.
I know. I want my Luigi downstairs, so I can just be like, if you insult me, I'll just make my camera will go to it, and it'll just stare into your soul.
Nice. But no, I had a realization I should really refrain from saying things on social media, even though it was as a joke. It was a stupid thing I said in real life. But yeah, I should really learn to kind of refrain from publishing those things.
No, yeah.
And CJ knows exactly what I'm talking. I actually do. Yeah, I think
Was
you
it
do.
the
Yeah.
thing that I commented on?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Oh, I want to hear the story of that one after.
Yes,
Should
that's-
CJ know? So should this be something you should even?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fine. I have to be more careful of what I put out there, which also describes mine and CJ's relationship. Speaking of which, CJ's the only one left, I believe.
Yay! My name is Christopher Jared Boat for the day. Wait,
Okay.
I put RBG Maker twice. What the? Wait, what? How did I do that? So yeah,
RBG
after
Maker and
the,
RG
on
So
Maker, if-
evidently more than a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm so embarrassed. I'm the one who brought it up last time. I forgot to buy it.
after my
had no
impulse
night
buy
tonight,
last week
and I
on the
didn't.
show, I'm like, all right, I want to do something with this, and it is really, really in depth. Like, if you want to make a decent game, and they're like, it's hooked up to Steam Workshop, so if you don't want to make a decent game, you don't have to. I mean, there's a game on there called The Tale of Two Butts.
Oh, you have my attention now.
So they're into live streaming as well.
Oh.
Yes,
Hey,
but I'm slowly working my way through basically turning the novel that I was writing into a video game.
Neat.
Nice.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's kind of what I'm doing, and I'm going to make my millions off of that. Not really.
Oh, okay.
But, I mean, it has a ton, like, it has a ton of stuff in it. Actually, something that I didn't realize that came with a steampunk pack, and a lot of my book has a very steampunk element to it. So I'm like, awesome! I don't have to not include that. So I mean, it's really, really, really in depth, or not, depending on what you want to do with it. It is still, you can still really only make like 16-bit, maybe a little bit 32-bit games with it, but that's when RPGs were great. So who cares?
Mhm.
Other than that, I got back into Hearthstone on 2 platforms. Yes, that's right. I borrowed an iPad from a buddy of mine to do the latest Geek Toys episode up at on youtube.com/geekio show. And he had Hearthstone installed, so he's like, I want you to win me my steed. I'm like, alright, cool. I've won him his steed, and I'm like, oh god, this is really good layout. This is really good. Oh god. No. I shouldn't want to play this more. No. And now I kind of want an iPad.
That's how they get you. Get one.
So
and you're
when
like, "Man,
I
this
get a
is
job,
shiny."
I'm probably gonna sell my Nexus 7 and get an iPad Mini.
Wow. So
Yay,
you're gonna do a
iPad
full
minis.
conversion, huh?
Really? You're gonna switch over?
Wow.
I still have my phone.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not
Dirty
gonna keep the
traitor.
Nexus like
Oh,
your-
I mean, I'm happy for you no matter what you decide.
Hey, look at this. Look at this. Right here. Right here.
Dial has an iPad.
Dial has an...
That's fine. Dale can have an iPad.
It's Australian. It's all right. Americans apparently can't have iPads.
There you go.
I just assumed
I'm just
that
impressed
was
that you're making
to
the
get an
switch.
iPad, maybe. So
Well, no, I mean, I have my phone. I have my Nexus 4, which I'm actually constantly looking at the Nexus 5 site, because last year around this time they had a fire sale on the Nexus 4 that made the 8 gig go down to $99 unlocked.
holy crap! I would take
So,
that in a heartbeat right now.
I am hawking the Google Play Store for the Nexus 5 because Google I/O is coming up in July, which they're going to be announcing the next update of it, which is like Google Astro or whatever it is, Astro Nexus or whatever. But so they're going to announce that, so I'm estimating that they're going to drop the price of the Nexus 5 significantly. So,
Ooh.
I mean, if I can score a Nexus 5 for $99 even without a job, I'm probably going to do it because my Nexus 4 is dying horribly. So just like Alexandra and her Skyrim update, it's time for Watch Dogs update.
Boop,
I
boop,
found
boop.
out 2 important things in Watch Dogs. Gravity, not so much realistic. I ramped my motorcycle up a mountain, and I die-hearted a police helicopter with it.
Oops.
Turns out the police don't like have their helicopters being shot down by motorcycles. They tend to frown about that.
I wonder why.
I mean, it's not like an inexpensive piece of hardware. I'm confused. Why would they be mad?
So I hit it. My motorcycle survived because I still have the invincible motorcycle that has randomly disappeared, and then I call for it, and then it comes back, and it's still invincible. I don't understand how, but I hit a helicopter with it, and it landed, and I didn't die. So I spent the next half hour running away from cops.
Did you steal the helicopter?
It died. It crashed.
Oh, I thought it just. You said it landed. I thought it actually.
No, my
just
motorcycle
on
landed.
the ground.
My motorcycle landed without a scratch.
Oh, I'm slightly disappointed.
Can you steal a helicopter?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know. I'm gonna hit another one with a motorcycle and see if
Jump off the motorcycle midair and try to get into it and let us know
It
how
sounds
that
like a
goes.
fantastic plan.
So I saw a YouTube video of just epic wins and epic fails. It was just one of those compilations because I was doing something else and wanted something running that I could, I don't know, have noise and giggle at.
Right. Yeah.
So one of them was an epic win, and it was from Battlefield, maybe. Anyway, they ramped a jet. It was a jet flying at a Boeing, and the dude jumped out of the jet, tossed C4 onto the Boeing, and like jumped back into his jet on the other side.
What the hell?
And then exploded it on his way into his other airplane. So he jumped out, threw it, turned around, exploded it, and then landed back in his jet and flew off. And I was like, that's not even, you can't do that.
Yes, you can.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, in game, sure, but I was like, for as real life as some of these games look and feel for a lot of the part, like, no.
Also found out doing awesome with said same motorcycle ramping off said same mountain on the other side. Landing on an observation deck of a skyscraper with a motorcycle is awesome.
More awesome than die-harding a helicopter?
I think freaking out when a motorcycle just randomly landing on an observation deck would be more epic than seeing a motorcycle hit a helicopter. So yeah, that's the Watch Dogs update. No, I still haven't beaten it yet. I just now got to Act 2 because I'm doing all of the things because it's open world and that's how I roll.
Doing Skyrim.
Oh no!
I just now got to the second part of the main quest, so.
Jeez.
I was gonna say, CJ, that video I showed you earlier was freaking awesome. The Watch Dogs live action.
Oh yeah.
Thing?
Real life Watch Dogs parkour. It was fantastic.
Oh, so good. They actually got funded by Ubisoft for it. I watched the behind the scenes thing, and it was actually really cool to watch some of the behind the scenes. But basically, they act out what some of the stuff that would happen in the game in real life and film it all, and they blocked off part of Chicago. It's actually the same street that the semi in Dark Knight gets flipped. It's that same intersection.
Oh.
It was a really cool video. The director was super stoked about having that intersection. He was like, it's one of my favorite movies ever, and now we get to do our little scene on this. It's great. So it was actually really, really neat.
I'm going to put it in the show notes. That's a fantastic.
Thank you. I was about to say, I will try to, but I probably won't if I say that.
Probably not, no. Also, I found out that Budlong can now stalk me to my exact location on Google Plus Mobile, and I can do vice versa.
Sure can.
Dragon Con.
There's a location setting where you can actually enable certain people to see different tiers of your location. So you can say, some people I'll let them know what city I'm in. But for certain people, you can go, yeah, I want them to know where I'm at. So my wife and CJ, I think Rachel at this point, for Dragon Con, Rachel and CJ have a little bit in advance, but they have access to see where I'm at, and you can quickly get directions. So if we're all at Dragon Con and we split up for whatever reason, to get back to each other, we literally can just go, navigation,
where are they?
And then send a message like, hey, I'm on your way, don't move. Like, don't leave.
Stand right there.
I'm going
It'll be okay,
there.
because I'll probably be in line. There's a lot of line waiting.
Right. So it's actually pretty neat. I figured we'd try it out while we were up there.
Yeah. Also, I'm continuing Rachel's Doctor Who-dication before said Dragon Con. Yes, I said Doctor Who-dication because it's fun.
Sure.
We finished Tennant's run finally, and I looked at her, and she's bawling.
Yeah.
During the finale.
Pretty much.
She's like me and developed this love for Donna, especially during the final journey when it was the Dr. Donna. And so I explained to her the backstory of what happens in the finale and the end of time with the wedding and the lottery ticket, and she lost her crap.
You told her ahead of time?
No.
Oh.
She goes, "Wait, is that her?" I go, "Yep, that's her father. Her father just bought her a $1 million lottery ticket." And she lost her crap. And then, like, she's not seen the end of time before, but of course, everybody who watches Doctor Who knows the whole "I don't want to go" thing. And he said that, and she says it with him, and she's at this time just crying her eyes out. I'm like, oh, I've converted my wife to a Tenet lover. I've been watching a lot of Luigi Death Stare videos. Trolling around the internet. Reddit.com/r/Luigi Death Stare is a thing. Amazing.
That's the first I've heard of this, but I haven't spent a lot of time on the internet lately, so I must have missed
Dude,
this
it's
one.
fantastic.
You need to look it up. It's pretty great.
It sounds like it. Luigi Death. You had me at Luigi Death Stare.
Well, now whenever I speak, you guys are getting dual Luigis into the soul. So
Yeah, it's pretty chilling, I have to say. Like I can't look away from it. Even when I look away, I can still feel his eyes.
Yeah, you can feel it burn into your soul.
Close your eyes. He's always going to be there.
He doesn't blink. Why doesn't he blink?
He's a weeping angel. Luigi Death Weeping Angel.
Angel? Really? Okay.
It's a Doctor Who thing. But Bill? Dale? You wouldn't understand.
Bill? I'm Bill now.
Dr. Bill.
I've gone from Dial to Dale to Bill.
Bill the
How
American. You know, like he was on last week or the week before or something.
Week before. Something like that.
So I beat Bravely Default on the 3DS. And that's a fantastic game. If you like JRPGs, Budlong's already asleep. But if you like JRPGs, like that game throws it back to the SNES, like JRPGs. It is fantastic.
You like Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah. It brought Square Enix back to realizing that they should make real JRPGs and not stuff like they've been making.
But we need to hear someone angst for 4 hours in a story that doesn't make any sense in a game that only gets better 9 hours in.
Yes.
No, I'm okay without that. I'm alright with a game starting out running. Don't get me
my
wrong.
sarcasm
women
is
are
lost
really
on you.
pretty in the games that they're putting out recently, but pretty ladies can only get me so far.
Actually, some of her outfits are kind of creepy, to be honest.
So some of your games need a Dale.
Newsflash, pretty ladies don't do anything for me, I'm sorry.
Really, Dale? We couldn't.
Newsflash!
They don't do anything for me either, Dale. I know.
Really?
There you go. We should have something in common.
So I picked up Pokemon Fly again, and I'm playing the Pokemans again. And a couple of weeks ago, I got an email from Battle.net that they're releasing some extra games for free on the PC. Some games that Blizzard came out with back in the day. So, you know, Lost Vikings, Rock and Roll Racing, and Blackthorn. Blackthorn is the epitome of side-scrolling action games, in my opinion. And that game holds the hell up. It stacks all over the place.
Whoa.
It stacks more than this last episode of How It Stacks because I did it wrong.
I don't really want to go there.
I thought it was fine. Of course, I haven't finished it yet.
Yeah, I haven't started it yet.
It's the first half that bothers me. The second half, not so much. First half bothers me.
What was wrong with the first half?
They were doing it wrong.
Oh.
And I'm gonna, and we're starting a comic podcast next week, and I'm gonna have to like drag JD's face through the mud.
Yeah, have fun with that.
And Alexander will try desperately to not laugh at us as we're geek fighting.
Yeah,
Oh my
and then I'll have to
God.
pull out my degree and tell you both you're wrong.
Yes.
Oh, I'd like to see you try.
Tune in this Tuesday.
I'd like to see you try. We can tune in and find out.
Yeah, Tuesday at 10 p.m. Eastern at geek-io.com/live.
I'll tune in just to watch Alexander school CJ and JD.
No.
Well,
Show
legitimately,
you what
only one
pink
of those
is.
will be difficult.
Do
And
you know
one
what
of them has been
pink
reading
is?
comics for 20 years.
Do you even pink?
25 years.
It's not real, sucker. What?
Do you?
Boom!
do you-
knowledge.
Do you even
Science.
pink? Do you even pink?
Do you gutter
Alright.
space? Do you splash page? What's the professional DPI level of Marvel?
Whoa. Now, listen here.
Now you can't
All
just
right.
make up words.
Now, Budlong has already yelled at me. We're not allowed to do comic talk on the
I didn't say that. Oh my gosh.
All product
So,
reviews.
all right,
about
let's
it.
go ahead and roll on into intermission. And we're going to do some pay some bills and some whatnot, and here's some stuff from stuff all over the Geek.io network and stuff. And I'm going to go ahead and announce this right now. July, since it's almost fully booked up now, July is going to be Musicians Month here on the Geek.io network, at least the Geek.io show. And we're having people join us, such as, Professor Shy Guy, Skyhawk, Ali Spagnola, and John Anelio, who you may know from such songs as George R.R. Martin is Not Your Bitch. And pretty commonly touring around with Paul and Storm and doing that whole hijinks and shenanigans. So we're going to listen to his I'll Be Your Thor. Stay tuned.
You've all probably heard about Audible.com before. It's the world's leading provider of audiobooks. Through Geek.io, you can actually get your first 3 months for 50% off. That's only $7.49 per month for the first 3 months. That'll save you over $22. Now, if you're not sure what Audible is, or you're not sure you're even going to like the service, feel free to try that Audible Listener Gold membership for free for 30 days. Remember, that includes 1 free book. After that 30-day trial is up, your membership will renew for the normal $14.95 per month, giving you access to 1 credit per month, as well as member benefits. What's that? You say you're already a member? Well, feel free to follow our link anyway, and you can give us a little kickback every time you buy an a la carte book. Check out all the details at www.geek-io.com/audible. And again, we want to thank Audible.com for their support of the Geek.io podcast network.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is JD from How It Stacks here to talk to you about ProXPN. It is a private VPN, which basically means it is going to mask your IP address, protecting your data. So if you're out on the interwebs doing things you might not need to be doing, or if you're banking online overseas, it will help mask your data and keep it completely private. And you can do this for only $25 a month regularly, or you can use Geek20 for 20% off. So it's a pretty stellar deal, guys. And I'm just going to be honest, with all of the stuff that we've had going on, it's a good idea to invest in something like ProXPN.com. So I am JD, and I approve this message.
Have you ever purchased a pair of headphones only to find that they fall apart a few months later and you have to buy a new pair? Or end up finding a pair that you love so much, they sound great, they just don't match your style? Go check out Tweaked Audio. They've got 7 styles, with and without microphones, and 6 great colors. They also have wood, which is not a color. These headphones are designed to sound great for music and talk, and engineered for durability. Tweaked even believes in their products so much they've given us a lifetime guarantee. Head on over to geek-io.com/tweaked to check them out. And don't forget to use our code GEEK and get 33% off your order, plus free shipping.
Hey, this is Willis for How It Stacks, where we watch and rate all the TV shows, movies, video games, toys, and music that you grew up with to see how they stack up as an adult.
Every 2 weeks, we get together, get drunk, and cover topics such as
Voltron,
the WWF,
Mega Man,
Escape from New York,
Escape from LA,
The Labyrinth,
and The Dark Crystal.
Tune in to How It Stacks on the Geek.io Podcast Network every 2 weeks, where we get shit-faced and talk about the nerdiest topics that can come to mind.
My name's Willis.
And I am JD for How It Stacks.
Captain America. He didn't care for Iron Man. I'd hold your attention. You'd rather play a game of words with friends, but you seem to take an interest in that Asgardian. I admit Chris Hemsworth looks quite handsome, with that hammer in his hand. Do you think he'd listen to your problems? Do you think he'd make a good boyfriend? But if you want to know a scout, I'll do the best I can. So here's my plan. I'll be your Thor. I'll put a cape and helmet on. I'll grow my hair and dye it blonde. And when I'm done singing this song, you'll ask for more. 'Cause I'll be your Thor. I'll increase my muscle mass. I'll wear tight pants to show my ass. And I won't be a stupid bastard anymore. I'll be your son. We can watch a different movie. Sex and the city would be fine. You shake your head and raise the volume. Stare at his bare chest one more time. I may not be Chris Hemsworth, put your hand in mine. You'll be fine. 'Cause I'll be your Thor. I'll pick a fight with frost giants. I'll walk across the Rainbow Bridge. You know my biceps will be bigger than before. 'Cause I'll be your Thor. You'll be my Natalie Portman. The world will call me Odin's son. I'll defeat Loki with the thunderbolt. Oh, sure, I'll be your Thor. Smash, I might get hurt, but I'll still look good without my shirt. I hope the enchantress will not flirt with me anymore. 'Cause I'll be your Thor. All of your friends will think I'm weird, 'cause I hold a hammer called Mjolnir. But I just wanna be with you, my dear, forever, and be your Thor.
right, that was John Anelio with I'll Be Your Thor. And if you want to know more about what we're doing here, and if you want to get in touch with us, go ahead. We're Twitter and Facebook, both of which are /GeekIO Show. Also, the G Plus with their weird naming convention, but look at Geek.io, we're right there. Our show, which has everything that you could ever want from the Geek.io network, including this.
That's a fountain of conversation, man. That's a geyser. I mean,
At geek-io.com, and you can get back in touch with us at feedback@geek-io.com.
Where did we get Fargo clips?
Dale's not back. Jared,
I'm waiting for CJ to keep talking.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm
supposed
muted.
to read
I'm not
something?
allowed to talk.
Not you, Jared.
I'm waiting for CJ to keep reading.
Why?
The
Oh.
Audible thing?
Don't
The thing in the notes?
Yeah, the thing that's highlighted in bright red.
It's pink. It doesn't exist. If you do, just as a heads up, if you're wanting to help us out through Audible, go ahead and stick around for the 30 days. Get an extra book on your $15/us. It helps us out a little bit, and get you another book. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I really don't want to start talking because then it'll distract the Luigi.
Luigi will go away.
Actually, isn't it big? Broken?
Everybody,
Oh, there we go.
Everybody watching the video only sees Luigi and ice bounce. I full screen CJ. You're good.
And on Twitch too.
Carry on.
Carry on. It went great with the music that we played it.
There you go. But no, we're taking an anonymous survey of all of our listeners, or each and every one of you, and just it'll help us out with formatting the show and tweaking and twerking the show to how you want it.
Bouncing Luigi.
Yes, I did say the word twerking the show. We're going to be twerking the show. It's found. Yeah, you can
I'm
click the
testing
link.
the internet now. By the way, I'm testing it. I'll let you know.
There you go. It's found in the show notes for each episode. It only takes a few minutes of your time. There's no ridiculous, outrageous questions, like we won't ask you for your shoe size or your blood type or your social security number.
Google already gives that to us.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go. And thank you in advance for doing that, because we all know that you are going to do that right now. Right now.
Right now.
Right now.
And
right now. Right now.
And also, just, another way other than ads, because I know some people don't like audiobooks. What's wrong with you? Some people don't want awesome earbuds. What's wrong with you? If you want to help us out directly and find out just exactly how much is being poured into us, right now it's nothing. But it's out in the open. It's all there. Go to patreon.com/geekio. If you really want to help us out how to really make the network yours, that's how you want to do it. That is where the clear outlines are made. Weekly Disney Geek IO, running streams full all the time, upgrades, running a studio, sending Dale to random places around the world. If you want that to happen, go to patreon.com/geekio, patreon.com/geekio to help us out a little bit. It goes to the entire network, and we love you.
Party on.
Party on.
And be righteous to each other.
Like Ice Cube.
Oh, why did I just look up the word poor in Urban Dictionary? I'm not doing that ever again. Yeah.
Why did you look anything up on Urban Dictionary? You know where it goes.
Because that's what Dale does.
That's Dale's sideshow. Dale reads the Urban Dictionary.
Dale loves Urban Dictionary. That's all there is to it.
I have to put this in the... This is just foul. There you go.
You know it's bad when Dale won't even read it.
Just the word Pour? P-O-U-R?
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, I could kind of see that. Sure.
I do. Yeah, but no.
Pour just doesn't seem like the right word.
I'm not gonna pour some orange juice now, am I?
Oh.
Some coffee. I'm sorry, Alexandra.
Where's the link to the survey?
I said in the show notes.
It's in the show notes or geek-io.com/full survey.
There
Or
you go.
short survey if you want to take the short one, but please take the full one. It gives us more info.
Pull the
To
short
go
one?
along with the data that we get from Google.
Pull the short one.
Pour on into.
Durka, durka, durka.
People should be time to restrain riots but action from the Los Angeles to get idea. So what are the people is stop.
Oh, geek out.
Mobile low bandwidth simulcast of the show of
Shut up, Tom.
Fuck no, I'm not that stupid.
Whoa.
You're listening to a proud member of the Chef on the Podcast
Shut
Network.
Wow.
Newsflash,
I think
Dale doesn't
soundboard
like his
just
own
threw up.
voice.
I'll come and have your mom's brownies.
When the hell did I say that?
I have no idea. It's just in my board. I have no idea.
I want
Speaking
that
of your
in my
mom's
earholes
brownies.
right now.
Oh, shit.
Dale's like, yeah, whatever.
You're listening.
Thank you for listening.
It's been a fortnight since I've been on the show.
Dale's doing an Australian accent. Yay! It's kind of ironic, actually.
Like a few.
There you go. Do you want to do a Dale bomb? Do a Dale bomb. It's been a while since we've had a Dale bomb.
All right, are we ready for this?
Yeah.
Yep, Dale bomb it, baby.
Family show. Now,
Look what I can do if I
really want to.
Put that cookie down!
No!
Wow.
What was Arnold in there?
It's just gonna be a wall of sound.
Somehow I imported Arnold. I'm in the Dale category.
love the fact that that's been like,
Wait, I missed one. Nope, it does stop playing. Dang it.
Oh, there you go.
Time to get some balls.
Yep, there it is.
Oh, and this is why I have to watch what I say on social media.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Well, with that, thank you everyone for joining us. Yeah, who we got coming on next? No,
All right, we're leaving the show. All right.
no. You're listening to a proud member of the Chef on the Podcast Network. For more information about this and other shows, visit chefonthemedia.com. Even fresher in 2014. It's funny that that's pulled from a Mario game, and you got Luigi there on your screen.
Ah.
Did on purpose.
See how that works?
So all right, back to the geek out segment. Not a Dale
Now
bomb.
back to regular programming.
Now on to something completely different.
Yeah.
I like the package.
What? I want to know when I said that.
I have
Probably,
I have
honestly,
no
one of
idea.
the times that we were talking while I was recording on the Mac that I went on.
All I have to say is.
Wait, what? Oh. What? That doesn't make any...
All right, what are we talking about again?
I don't
Solar
know.
freaking roadways.
Speaking of wet packages.
Freaking roadways.
Oh, so a couple weeks ago now, approximately 16 days ago now, the internet was swept by an Indiegogo project. More so probably the video, and they really nailed it with the video on there. But to repave streets all over the country, not the world, with solar-powered electronic roadways. Roadways that would 100% completely and totally always work. And I don't care what you naysayers say, it'll happen. If only in BFE, Idaho. But these are roadways that are display digital effects, mainly used for actual like real roadways, so that way you won't get weird paint jobs or anything like that, except if the IT person is drunk.
Or the road blue screens in the middle of the night while you're trying to drive down the interstate. Just gonna throw that out
Roads
there.
brought to you by Windows.
We're all going to die.
Okay, I do like the idea of it. I have to preface it with that. I like the thought of being able to go, hey, you know what? During, let's say, a hurricane evacuation or something, you can make all the lanes change and go, yep, nope, everybody's going that way. Like, don't even, everybody. You're all going this way. Do not head back that direction.
Yeah.
Or, as parking is needed for like holiday seasons, you could adjust the parking spaces in a parking lot, in theory, to be a little bit smaller and fit more people in the parking space or parking lot, which it sounds really cool. It's like every other thing we see in movies where, you're like, wow, we could probably do that in like 5 years. And then you realize, but we never will. Like, it won't happen.
No.
Like, there's too much that could be, I don't know, hacked? Like, I don't, like, there is no such thing as a
Playing Watch Dogs right now, by the way, gives me a very big fear of this whole thing.
Right. I mean, it's not like somebody's going to necessarily do it on their phone, and it's not like, man, even if it never would happen, the fact that it could is going to keep us from doing it. I
What
think
will the hackers do? I mean, will they just change the lanes, draw a giant penis in the road? I mean,
change the lanes, change the lights, get rid of all of the divider lines on all the roads.
Hit a motorcycle, hit a helicopter with a motorcycle.
I just can't take you seriously, CJ. Can you change that background? Every time it pops up, I'm like, I want to throw up.
No, I will never get rid of bouncing.
Oh, man.
It's not a bad idea, but...
It's not a bad idea, no.
Everything I see of it, unfortunately, I do keep looking at it going, I don't know that it's ready yet.
No, not quite. And
it could be.
I definitely want people to research it more.
In certain areas, this could really, really work. I mean, there are certain areas that are fully and ready to go like this. Like, anywhere around Google's headquarters. This would work perfectly. Because those kind of people have respect for this kind of high technology.
Yeah, but if
People
it's
in
connected to the net, then
South Carolina,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't have to be connected to the net.
Well, but
it's the sort of thing that I think it's not ready to do the thing they want to do with it, but I think that it should absolutely be invested in. And not just forgotten and left somewhere else. I want them to keep working on this thing, because this is a good idea. I just
and it can really do a lot of good. I mean, it can really, with the way that they're touting this, I mean, getting rid of the way that the current highway system is set up would be perfect. Like, this would take away the orange cones of death everywhere.
Maybe.
Well, for the most part, except for when you're expanding the road or something like that. But, it could easily be able to provide a lot of safety.
What? Who is shaving their head?
Oh, that's the video.
Sorry.
It's like, what is
Is
going
somebody
on?
mowing the lawn right outside?
Budlong, did you get your
It's a
jetpack back?
fantastic idea to come running at my house with a chainsaw. I'll be right.
They saw the spider.
The
spider came home! Its wheels are pointing each of its eight legs!
I don't have to do anything. My life is just a horror movie. I don't have to do anything. I'm just
Australia.
I just film my life.
No, no,
Can you
no.
turn that off?
It's
That'd
the
be cool,
the spider came back with a chainsaw.
But to say some dude saw the spider, came out with a chainsaw, and then it stopped, and then you hear, "Oh God, the spider's got a chainsaw!"
in each of its limbs. Just standing
I
there.
will mute my microphone.
That's what you would sound like about going down a solar roadway. And yeah, I know, like right now, even though the Indiegogo has actually raised almost $2 million from the $1 million that they were actually asking for, I think in small doses this would work really, really well.
I think that's true of any new technology we're trying to introduce, like the self-driving cars, the solar roadways, all these big ideas that are really good. I
think
theory,
I think they have it shown in a Taco Bell parking lot on the video. Cool, let's go with that.
Yeah.
I think this kind of thing would be really, really, really fantastic at, say, Disney World, where you could go in. Oh, my tablet's dying! Quick, I gotta play a button.
Mobile low bandwidth simulcast of this show available.
Todd.
Man, he is just interrupting the show all over the place today. He really wants to talk.
He really wants his mobile.
You be think he'd be busy. Wow, I can't speak. You would think he would be busy over in Arizona and not be able to jump in our show. But
Nope, he's always there.
Crazy.
I mean, doing things like that where you could be like, all right, lot full, go to next one, without having some person, run and put the orange cones there or anything like
Hey,
that.
don't park over here. Keep this area clear.
Disney doesn't have robots
Reserved.
No, they're
Reserved for
inside.
name. This is not your spot.
Yeah, reserved for blank, and then like somebody parks there and it'll turn blue and start glowing like different colors for the cops to tow the cops.
Dang, wrong. Yeah.
No, at Disney the road just opens up and swallows the car, and it goes into the weird
Oh, it
underground
just descends.
Little spiders
And
underneath
it's raised
there.
up outside the park. Cargo.
It's attached to it gets attached to the monorail.
You'll take it to the abandoned car lot.
You can pick your.
But, I mean, in
you can pick up your car on the other side of
realism,
Spacebound.
The whole mentality of like it's going to replace all of your major highways. It can, but not in the next 10 years.
No. It's not feasible even money-wise to do it, but it's something that I think is best starting small scale, if for no other reason than it can't, quote, become a disaster. That people can look at and go, oh, you see, it didn't work. This is why there can never be solar roads ever.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
I
like
like
the Tesla, whatever. Like one of them caught on fire, and the entire world freaked out. It's like, how many regular cars have caught on fire?
Can we say
What
one
the
thing about
original car did? Good God. How many
Can we say one thing about that car company? Is after that, they were like, hey, by the way, if you have this car, we're reinforcing the bottom of your car with titanium. Oh, and it's
remotely.
Yeah.
Remotely,
Remote and it's free. Like, don't worry about it. We're not. That's not going to happen to you. Sorry about that. Yeah, it really shouldn't happen to you because the guy ran over a concrete barrier. But hey, we'll take care of you.
But the car did tell him to pull over and get out before it exploded in flames.
Yeah.
So there was that.
If the car's going to explode, I would like a little bit of a heads up, you know.
For those who are parents and looking at like, all right, solar freaking roadways. We'll get there, but
solar freaking roadways.
On the Tesla level, they're actually releasing next year an SUV.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I am very, very, very.
I'm sure that'll be
interested
in my price range.
Yeah.
To not have to buy a single drop of gas ever again, I'm in.
You know,
if I could get the credit to
if I
do
could
it, sure.
get a $90,000 car, I'm all over it.
Hey, it's a pipe dream. I'm looking into it.
Okay.
I might have to sell my
soul.
soul.
We're talking about
those
pipe
panels
dreams.
built into the top of a car that charges while you're driving.
They have some the Priuses that do that, or had, but I don't think they produced enough electricity to actually charge anything.
Maybe
But,
enough
alright.
for like a cell phone or something plugged into a cigarette lighter while you're driving down the road.
Yeah.
So you're not killing
it's
your
like-
driving distance by charging your phone, because that would
Yeah.
that would suck.
We need to improve our solar technology. We need to get lots. And I love the idea. Like the idea is really cool.
The idea is
Cover
fantastic. Yeah.
Every road surface with solar panels that work. And then there was this about a week later, I guess, this 30-minute video of this guy like debunking everything about why it wouldn't work.
Of course,
And,
because
and ruining everyone's fun, and he was right. But come on, man, like embrace the future, and this could
Well,
be cool.
I mean, in
and yes, I
real-
know
in
that glass
realism-
is too soft to be a good road top and would get smooth really quickly. And yes, it would be
Well, they've addressed
insanely
that.
expensive.
They've actually they on their site they actually addressed a bunch of stuff, a bunch of those kind of things about like what would like how does it gain traction and everything like that, and what would happen over time with it. So I mean they've addressed some of those, but in realism, the money that you're putting into this Indiegogo right now is not to pave.
No.
It's not to pave I-40.
It's to pave
It's to pay for
a road.
It's
research, isn't it?
Research,
It's
which may pave a road.
A road.
A road somewhere.
A road.
It's all research right now. You're paying them for the chance that one day we might be able to ride.
Or maybe a parking lot.
And that's the thing. We're paying for one day. We might.
Yeah.
Might.
I mean, I honestly, I could
road
see this becoming
somewhere.
a very. I could see this becoming a very quick, like, privatized thing, like Taco Bell buying them or anything like that. Not the company, but like buying a parking lot worth of these. I can see that. I can see that actually in the pretty near future, like in the next year or two. But no, you're not going to get your I-40s, your Route 66s with solar freaking roadways anytime in the near future.
If we could just cover the Disney parking lot. I mean, that's like
Yeah.
what, like 10 square miles.
I was gonna say that's like half of Central Florida right there.
Yeah.
Really,
So-
I should be investing in this kind of thing anyway.
This feels like something
Solar,
Disney would
wind,
be
and
all over.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
pave
definitely
Epcot in
is.
it and say this is the future, and we're powering Epcot with our solar freaking parking lot.
They're actually surprisingly green, the Disney park. They probably jump right on if you said, hey,
They
will you
are,
pay
and
us to
there's
put this in a
actually,
parking lot? They'd be like, yeah.
Disney's all about the future of technology.
Yeah, I mean, Epcot is actually partially powered by solar energy. So,
Mhm.
I mean, there's actually a ride that produces its own energy, so it'll never break down.
Yeah, they even have environmentally friendly fireworks. They invented them because they set them off every night. And they're like, we should probably not be dumping all of this garbage and poisonous everything everywhere all the time.
So
Come
yeah,
on, Disney.
it's don't take us talking about this like, oh my god, we know that there's nothing wrong with this ever. But no, it's it has issues, but this is paying for research. This is basically like getting a grant from an entrepreneur.
From a chainsaw manufacturer.
Spider is coming.
It's making me nervous.
So all right,
I love Dale's
let's-
face. Every time it happens, he looks and goes, "Crap! I bet they can hear that."
And he's nodding with his microphone.
Yeah, don't worry about it, man.
Yeah, we've had worse sounds in the background.
Budlong from the moon. Holy crap!
Well, you could always play by horse noise. I mean, that's way worse, right?
Or get the old Winter Movie Smackdown.
Wrong one.
Yeah, there could be that.
I don't. Where's the horse noise?
The Joke-O-Matic 3000.
1930. Oh my god, the chainsaw just
Now there's a bit of breakfast I want to enjoy.
Oh.
Alright, so let's go ahead and wrap this up.
It's getting late. Solar roadways. It's not gonna happen anytime soon, but hey, it's a cool idea. Let's embrace it.
It won't happen overnight, but it will happen.
Fund the research. I mean, it's as simple as that. Fund the research. You're on the winning team on that one. At least.
Yes,
Yeah.
even if it's just a parking lot or a road, let's do it somewhere. Let's try it out and see if it works.
Sure, you can back $75 for a T-shirt, $25 for bumper stickers, $50 for a coffee mug. $60.
They're just following the PBS model. It's fine.
Oh, you know what? Instead of thinking parking lot for Disney, just do all the walkways in Disney.
That too.
I think the parking lot would be less.
Would be what?
Less.
I'm not talking about money-wise. I'm just thinking how the cool things you could do with the actual walkways.
That would be
and
really cool. Like when the fireworks are done, you can like follow the fireworks out to the entrance. That won't cause collisions on Main Street at all.
No, I'm just thinking like, hey, if you're looking for, they could have like, instead of, the old school, like stickers.
You got your
on the
little
ground that would
armband
show you where to
thingy
go.
that tracks you, and you just say, "Hey, road, how do I get to?"
Well, the problem is you'd have
lights up
3 million people all trying to do that at the same time. So
Yeah, you are there with your 50 to 100,000 closest friends. So,
right, but you could be there. What I'm thinking is like the main attractions. Like you could say, hey, follow this path to get to Space Mountain or whatever. I don't know.
I was going to see if Dale. God damn it, Jared actually had knew what was at Disney.
I know one. And I used it. So I just mean instead of you personalizing it, it would just be the main attractions, like a red line that goes. You follow the red line if you want to go to here, or the yellow line if you want to go here, and when you get closer, it could be specific attractions, and have paths to get to certain places.
So what color will the line that shows you where the bathroom is?
That one has to stay yellow though.
Yellow.
Just like an airplane, follow the red line down to the nearest exit.
Brown wouldn't stick. Brown wouldn't stick out far enough.
Oh.
Ooh. I'd have to
Ouch.
head. Oh, awkward. All right. Yes.
Wrap up time.
Let's go.
Hey, Jared, Pink Jared.
Hold on, I'm filling.
Anybody coming on?
Filling in a show title. Okay. So. Disney World, brown lines to the, chainsaw.
Brown lines to the chainsaw. What?
Next week on the Geek I.O. show, our guest is going to be maybe
Squeerini.
I've neglected to get somebody for next week. We don't have a Bud Long though, so we have to get somebody.
What?
What?
Take a day off. I don't like that.
A friend of mine directed a movie. It's actually a sequel for a horror movie down here in Lower Alabama called Hayride. Well, this one's.
Hey, does it involve a chainsaw?
Pitchfork, actually.
It involves a chainsaw.
Hayride, Pitchfork. Anyway, it's premiering, and he asked me to be there to take photos and stuff of everybody hanging out with some of the cast. So I'm going to that. It's a dual showing or a back-to-back showing, however you want to phrase that. So it'll be double feature. Yay!
Bud Long does things.
Dual showing.
Thanks, man.
Help Bud Long get the right words.
That extra R helps out a whole lot. So it's a double feature. So I'll be there from probably 7:30 till goodness who knows how long, because JD's going with me too, and it involves actors and directors. So there's no telling how long I'll be there.
Oh, because he's got a schmooze.
Yep. But that's all right. I hope it helps him out. So
stick his face over there and make sure they remember it.
Right. So I won't be here next week. Y'all have fun. Hopefully my CPU will be calmed down by the 2-week mark, because it is running ridiculous again.
All right.
Yeah, we won't have a Bud Long and we won't have a Dale, so that'll be fun.
Goodness.
What are we gonna do?
I don't know.
Bud Long.
I'm sorry. The Summer Movie Smackdown Update.
It is week number 5 on the Geek I.O. Summer Movie Smackdown, and the X-Men Days of Future Ibit is running their final run this week. They end tomorrow. Groundhog Day in Space opens this week, which I think is Edge of Tomorrow, or A Million Ways to Die in the West.
No, the answer is yes.
Is being released prematurely.
It's being leaked, if you will.
Yeah, it's being leaked prematurely.
Ugh.
And as
so
it
dirty.
stands,
What's
the
happening?
leaderboard-
Something about it sounds very porny.
Something about it sounds very porny.
All right, leaderboard stands. Baby Magical Nipple Man at $7.5 million.
Yeah, boy.
Myself at $5 million. Rachel at $4.6 million. Jared Budlong at $2.5 million. Daryl Scheller with $1.4 million. And the big winner, bang, 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 Dale with $654.
$1,000.
All right. She only had one
Dale
movie
picked
so far.
a winner with that.
Hey, I've got Edge of Tomorrow. It's getting good reviews. I'm hopeful.
Tom Cruise. He's gonna take you to
He's
take
gonna
you to the
run.
next level.
He's gonna run.
But can he stand up next to a giant lizard? And Bryan Cranston? I don't think so.
Probably not. No. That Godzilla like freaking exploded, man. I don't know about all that.
I know.
I am scared of how to Train Your Dragon 2 coming up. I think that's gonna knock Budlong into
Yeah,
high
Godzilla
number.
might end up being the best buy. Depends on how.
So far it is. It'll depend on
by far.
how 22 Jump Street does.
So, CJ, can I read the first one?
$11 for
Wow, $17 for 22 Jump Street. Yeah, that might be that one. Oh, I got that. Oh snap!
Oh snap!
That might be a good buy too. And I had wanted to use my wild card for Neighbors, but I had a baby and forgot. I really would have been out of the thing then, but oh well.
All right. So up on the oops.
Up on the oops.
Up on the
on the
Geek.io network, and I'm going to read this how I wrote it. The award-nominated How It Stacks makes its glorious return and stacks two of the most impotent DC comics of the 90s. Sex tape leaking prematurely.
Ew.
Whoa. Ew. Gross.
I think they have medicine for that.
Actually, can I have a quick tangent here for a second? As I was doing shut up, I'm doing it anyway. As I was doing the SmackDown stuff earlier, I found out that Forrest Gump is getting a release in IMAX in September.
Okay.
So that'll be fun for anyone who wants Forrest Gump.
So is
I mean, I like Forrest Gump
Ghostbusters.
as much as the next guy, but I don't know if I want Tom Hanks in IMAX resolution.
But you can either go see Forrest Gump or the sequel to the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. Take your pick.
Well, or Ghostbusters returns to the theaters in August as part of the 30th anniversary.
There you go.
Now that works. I'm down with that.
And a nap.
Apparently, the Beastie Boys sued Monster Energy. Thank you, Facebook News.
Yeah, and won that $1.7 million, right?
Yeah. All right. No sleep when drinking Monster. So yeah, the impotent comics of the 90s was stacked by JD and Willis, and occasionally Budlong, who did a very stupid thing. I'm just putting that out there. Working Droid does all the PDAs, and soccer, and also finally got Push Bullet. Keep up, Neil. We covered that like 6 months ago. Real Insight does the X-Men's. BGM is on fire. That's what that was.
I'm on
fire.
Okay, so I did the in Google Doc research on FIAH, and I was like, I don't know what the heck this is.
It's on fire.
It's on Fia.
Oh,
anyone want the new key on the new Kia Fia? Anyone want that?
No. On our YouTube page, we watched G.I. Joe Retaliation, and we didn't hate it. And Raoul plays Sebastian, and it is indeed very pretty. And because I know she's not looking at the show notes, Alexandra, you're up next.
To read
wow, when did that change?
A few seconds ago,
Apparently
I
just
was all
now.
ready to read it since it said my name, but then it changed. So
Wow,
I'm making
CJ
Alex
really mixing it up.
So right there in fluorescent pink, the support part.
Yes.
yeah, the color that doesn't
Well,
exist.
and the sentences after that, dear.
Man,
Anyway,
I think
Dale's
that
on
look went
fire
all the
tonight.
way. I think that look went all the way to Australia. I think Dale felt it.
that
Still
was a smack with a chainsaw outside of Dale's window.
you have to give me a second to actually be able to read it if you want it to be right.
Open the dock and scroll down.
I'm looking right at it right now. I'm just waiting for you guys to be quiet.
That's never gonna happen. You just gotta
No,
jump out
it's
there.
not.
Anyway. Also, please remember to visit our Patreon site over at www.patreon.com.
Mobile low bandwidth simulcast of this show.
Really?
/Geek.io to help out with a small monthly donation. If you think we're worth $5 for all of our content, we'll give you and your site, cause, whatever, a shout out at the top of the show. If you think we're worth $10, we'll read a Twitter-length post for you.
Yay! We can be heard on Stitcher Radio. Just search for Geek.io, as well as iTunes.
Bing!
That was... pretty sure that wasn't me.
wasn't
Be
me.
sure to leave us an honest review. Sexy Nachos still wins from over a year ago, so man up. Or woman up. Or whatever up. Go put a review.
Indeed.
Or
Dale!
other?
My favorite part of the show.
Alrighty, it is the potential show titles for today's episode were BSOD due to twerking, Nobody Wants a French Microphone, I Don't Lactate, You Had Me at Anal Place, Your Walls Are Pink, Magical Nipples, Their Mustaches Flutter in the Breeze, Dirty Mattress, Skyrim Kart 8, Pinkie Pie Doesn't Exist, Invincible Motorcycle, The Spider Was a Chainsaw, Where's the Horse Noise, Brown Wouldn't Stick Out Far Enough, Pink Jared, Brown Lines to the Chainsaw, and Interrupting Todd. Holy shit. What the fuck did I just read?
Show titles.
One of them was our show title. Is our show title.
Will be our show title.
Those are words.
Was, is, shall be our show title.
For the record, I don't know why I have that on my soundboard.
I don't know.
Didn't tell you either.
For reasons.
Because you love me, that's why.
Because I host all of the Chef Wonder media because Dale doesn't.
There you go.
Hey, look at that. The show's over.
Hey, show's over, guys!
Thank you for listening.
You've been listening to a part of the Geek.io podcast network.
Loud noises!
Visit us at geek-io.com for all of our great shows.
The pressure is building slowly, inexorably inside me. Oh my.
Just because you don't understand it doesn't mean it's bad for you. Go figure out how it works.
Geek.io. Copyright 2014.
I want to get out of here. I want to leave this place right now.
What the hell?
Mobile low bandwidth simulcast.
They have the big men on horses.
Now the horse noise.
I can't get to it quick enough. Burp. Burp.
Don't you like
Stereo.
YouTube, thank you. Have a good night.
Bye, Twitch.
You're welcome.